Hey, what's up, everybody? Kyrios TCG here, and we are at episode 20 of Pokemon Card of the Week. This time, we are going to be doing 4 cards today, and I think these are going to be really fun. So, without further ado, let us go into the first one. So, the first one is Hydrapple EX from Stellar Crown. Its first The ability is Ripening Charge. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic grass energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. If you attached an energy to a Pokemon in this way, heal 30 damage from that Pokemon. The ability is actually pretty cool though. So once per turn, if you have grass, you can pair this up with Ogerpon, which basically his ability is like, hey, I can just get a grass energy from the deck to hand, and basically not only that, you can manipulate his ability if your Pokemon like on bench or on active have like damage and go, hey, I can heal 30 damage. And it gets even sweeter, or in this case, a little bit sour with Syrup Storm with 30 damage. This 30 times. This attack does 30 more damage for each grass energy attached to all of your Pokemon. This is absolutely insane. Especially for decks like Teal Mask Ogerpon, which basically can excavate grass energy on its own. This basically can heal, and it could swing for tremendous amounts of damage for every grass energy that is attached to your Pokemon. This is completely insane. I never thought I'd say this, but I think this is the second grass type Pokemon outside of Teal Mask Ogerpon that that I personally know of, because I've been playing for a good while, but not, compared to my other Pokemon friends, they've been playing longer than I, so they could say, hey, you think this is great, you think this is nasty, you should see what the older formats were like. And that's a fair assessment. But I think this card is absolutely nuts. Being able to heal and deal tremendous damage, being paired up with another grass type like Teal Mask Ogerpon, is just astounding to me. Me personally, I think it's astounding. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? For any of these cards, just let me know in the comments what you guys think about these 4 cards after the video is over. So next we have Giovanni's Scheme from XY Breakthrough. And it says choose one, draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. And then it says during this turn, your opponent's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. And it says you may play only one supporter card during your turn before you attack, which makes sense. Not like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where like, oh, you have a battle phase and then main phase too. No, you want to use this. And I think this is pretty nuts. I would assume this card was being used during the XY format during that time. I'm not sure, because I didn't start around that time. I started like way later, during like chilling, not like Chilling Rain, but more like I started collecting around like 151, like Chilling Rain, and then really dove into it around like 151. But then, I kind of fell off, and then the whole full art trainer thing I started doing, and a bunch of other stuff that I've been doing lately. And everything's come full circle. But what do I think? This card, I think, is absolutely nuts. Considering, if you imagine using this in Expanded with the likes of like Duskull, the Duskull line that gets to blow themselves up for X amount of damage. Oh, Pokemon attack. Okay, Pokemon attacks. Okay, so not a. Huh. That would be cool though if this actually did work. But okay, so the ability to draw 5 cards. Draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. That's pretty good. If you have a low hand, you can refresh. You can refresh your hand to it says 5. You can refresh your hand so that you have more options to play in the match. And if you have a big board, this basically can give your active your Pokemon, whether they're in the active or bench, if they have the ability to swing from the bench, the ability to deal 20 more damage, give a little extra oomph, to, and target your opponent's active Pokemon, potentially knocking them out, potentially knocking it out, and getting an early prize card lead or an early game finish, depending on what your current where the match where said match is being held. So the next one is the Teal Mask Ogerpon promo. This one I love a lot because it's just Ogerpon just being his adorable self, and it's just him holding the teal mask. Would have been cool if there was like the other mask like in the art somewhere. That would actually be really cool. But it just is the teal mask, and I feel like out of all the other masks, I think the teal mask is my personal favorite. So, Mountain Stroll, search your deck for two, search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your deck, put them into your hand, then shuffle the deck. Okay, a good way to search for energies. A good way to search for energies is also good, for Ogerpon specifically. And, in conjunction with, Hydrapple EX being since if you're playing a grass deck, this basically you can search for 2 grass energy or basic and yeah, just any grass energy, add them to hand, and then when it's your next turn, you can attach and potentially if you have the energy for Hydrapple to swing, you could just attach them to just any Pokemon that's in your bench and just let Hydrapple just swing with tremendous amounts of damage. If Ogerpon isn't able to deal the finishing blow, Hydrapple most certainly will. And Ogre comeback 20 plus. This attack does 20 more damage for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. This last one sounds similar to Raikou V's Lightning Rondo. The only difference here is Raikou V's Lightning Rondo basically says it does damage. It does damage based on the number of Pokemon that are in yours and your opponent's bench. So this is just focusing specifically on your opponent's bench, not yours, because that would actually be pretty busted if that would be pretty nasty if that was to be the case. But all in all, I think this card is just gorgeous. This card is really something else. Just it would be cool if this card was textured. I really wish this card was textured. I really wish. Then the last card is upside down. The Raifort Full Art from Prismatic Evolution. And it says, look at the top 5 cards of your deck and discard any number of them. Put the other cards back in any order. If I have to be honest, I think this card is, I would say, mid. I don't know. I don't know what you guys what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and feelings in the comments below, in the comments. But okay, looking at the top 5 cards of the deck. Okay, so you could see what your next few draws are going to be like. Then discard any number of them. Then put the other cards that you didn't discard back into the deck in any order. Okay. So that's why I said it's mid, because it's like the being able to search, look at your top 5, and then returning the deck, running the cards in any order after you discard. I'm trying to put this into bits, into small bits to better understand it. But again, I'm just gonna stand by this. I think this card is just incredibly mid, or maybe just bad. Period. Because you're probably not gonna. More often than not, you're probably not going to use this. You're probably not, because okay, I get to search my top 5. Okay, cool. I can discard. Okay. Why would I discard any card? I guess there must be a hidden strategy behind this card that I'm not seeing. But if you guys see it, let me know in the comments what you guys figure out. And then put the remaining cards back to the top. I'm guessing back in any order. I'm assuming back to the top of the deck. Or does it just go into the deck regardless? I'm just gonna lean towards the former and just assume that they mean the top of the deck, because it's just saying return those same cards in any order. The cards that you didn't discard in terms of the 5. Yeah, I'm gonna stand by it for the final time. This card is mid. I think this card is mid to bad to mid, depending on what deck can actually benefit from this, but I'm gonna stand by that. So, oh boy, this one was, I can't say a lot because it's only 4 cards I dealt on today. So, thank you guys for watching, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And once again, I do apologize for the lack of content lately. I feel like I've been apologizing a lot lately, because 2 weeks ago on Sunday was my birthday, and I've been so engrossed with, birthday stuff. I've neglected to do any of these videos. I guess I've been so focused in collecting, my full art collection, that I've been neglecting any of these. Sorry, my foot's kind of, apologies. I have a bit of a cramp in my foot for whatever reason. But anyway, it's been a little tough to deal with these things. But despite, everything being good, I think I need to be more attentive to these videos, because again, like I've said in previous videos before, I do this because for everyone to learn and, have a fun and happy experience. And, and I think that's worth a lot. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. And episode 21, I hope to do something really, really nice. And trust me, I really, really sincerely hope that I can do something really nice for the episode, for the episode 21. For episode 21 and beyond. So, have a good night or morning. By the recording of this video, it should be morning. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.